kind of performance with a normal muffler. That's all to do with the straight pipe. So we're gonna stick this son of a bitch in fucking probably in, I don't know what that is there, probably B1. We got this big fucking thing behind it here. We're gonna just step it out of the way. Hey guys, how's she going today? Well, we're doing some working on this here today. 276 versatile bidirectional. Little known fact, the original design for this was the Wright brothers' first failed attempt at an airplane. So some of you guys might not know about these tractors. They are hydrostatic, and you can swing around in the cab and drive the tractor either direction. I have a loader on the front. They got a PTO 3-point hitch on both ends usually. They're kind of a neat tractor, but I forgot to move my bale ring out of the way there. Now Dad almost fell over. Anyway, I will talk to you in a second again here, unless he can move that. Looks like he can. There's foot controls down here, remnants of the Wright brothers airplanes for the rudders and ailerons. But this is what lifts the loader up and down and dumps the bucket. See the lever moving. Bunch of snow in the bucket. So anyway, since you've got the pedals there up there and you can't reach the levers, but if you swung everything around in here the way it swings, you end up with the hydraulic levers beside you for running an implement, I suppose. I don't know, different ideas. This is what the TV 140 and 145, that's a New Holland, but this is what they are. So anyway, I guess get old rattles here inside the shop and I'll show you what Dad's been fixing on it. Swing your hammer, John Henry.
It's like a shake away.
So, what Dad's fixing on here, the pins and bushings are completely fooked, and it actually pulled right through on this one. So we cut the old stuff off, and Dad made new gussets there, whatever you want to call that, on each side for the pin to go through. Now he's just cutting some, going to make a bushing there out of that piece of shaft or pipe, because this is all gacked here. And then in theory it should last for another 3 or 4 hours before the hydro or something lets go on them. So that's about the luck of these guys. So
Anybody notice how Nicholas is starting to talk more like a cowboy since he drove this?
Fix it like cowboys and just wrap some twine on it.
Oh.
See, overthinking this. And what are you doing with measuring the pieces of metal? You're supposed to just fucking weld that whole piece that long on, and then beat a sucker rod through it instead of a pin, and then bitch that the machine's a piece of shit and nothing fucking works. Bought a brand new tractor and I fucked the transmission in it. Fucking John Deere junk, because I fucking dumped water in it instead of oil. Why wouldn't they think someone would maybe make that mistake? Anyways, so I'll bring you back here in a few minutes when we've got a little bit more put together on the old girl. Good enough?
I'll talk more like a cowboy now. Hey y'all!
I can feel the ears going off my life every time I get in there. Oh, they're gone.
853,000. They got 4 more coming to town.
Oh yeah, she's gonna bid on these ones probably. Oh, Speedy.
15.
Off she goes. Well, now that the 276 is gone, we fired this up and spun it around in a circle, and pretty sure we have the leak on the hydro fixed or slowed down. Anyways, there's a little cover that the screws were loose on. Dad tightened that up, and now we've just been working on doing some taping and papering and cleaning and welding. There were some cracks. There's a crack here and a crack here, so I welded that and ground them smooth. Dad's just putting tape on the black part of the roof up there. I scraped all this grease off of everything back here and blew it off. I'm gonna put a piece of plastic or something over the tires, so I'm just gonna paint them with a rattle can. It'll be easier than trying to use the big gun. And I'm gonna shove a cardboard in here to cover up the rads, and then just shut the screen like that. Then we can paint it that way, because I'm only doing really what you can see. I'm not going underneath the hoods and all that kind of shit. I mean, it's a swather. It can just be, it's not like painting a John Deere where it's, you know, worthwhile doing. So, case red, I mean, I thought about painting it green, but have all the wrong badges all over it and in the cab otherwise then. So, anyway, I suppose I'll talk to you guys here in a little bit maybe. Well, I think I got her pretty much ready to go for some paint here. Yes, I leave the old stickers on. I can't be bothered to try and grind them off of there. I grind off everywhere that's loose and then I rough it up with sandpaper. None of them have fallen off on me yet, so. The muffler, I'm just going to put a garbage bag over it for right now so it doesn't get a bunch of red on it, because that'll stink. Oh, that's right. I guess I'm not quite done yet. I gotta put I'll probably put some plastic or something around the engine in there also. Just so it doesn't get a bunch of overspray on it, because it looks fairly good how it is. And yeah, I'm gonna grab a couple tarps or something just to throw over the front tires. And then, like I said, I'm gonna paint them by hand or whatever after with a rattle can. Just be easier than trying to use the big gun for that. And I mean, it doesn't need to be too spectacular of a paint job. But yeah, that's where we're at with that anyways. Fixed up a whole bunch of the cracks and things. I can't remember if I showed you that or not, but this was all cracked here. So welded it and then ground it smooth. Found the proper bolts that are supposed to be in here to hold all this together, and just had a bunch of random shit in there from the previous owner. That's how I kind of left it, because it didn't really matter at the time. This was all cracked here. Welded that and ground it smooth. The cab was all cracked apart on both corners here. I didn't grind it. I mean, I couldn't, it'd look cleaner, but kind of wanted to leave a little extra meat in there just in case it was going to try to crack out on me again or fuck around or something like that silly. Same with this side here was all cracked. Same with the front edge here. The front edge, I ground it smooth where it was cracked. Cleaned that all up nice anyway. That was all buggered up here from those pulleys. When they'd fuck up, they'd smash into this. They gotta bend that straight yet too, now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, we've got a little bit of a fuel dribble from the tank, of course. Wasn't dribbling until we put it all on here. It's not coming from the back, it's coming from underneath somewheres, of course. It's not much of a dribble, but fuck, I don't know if I think it might end up just waiting till next winter to be addressed, because I got other stuff. I got to get that hay header in here for this thing yet. I mean, fuck, we're already into March, so get things done on this, because it's time to start. There's so much other stuff to work on, but anyway, whatever. Do what we can, and that'll be that, right? But I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys for now. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll talk to all you guys in the next one.